But gentlemen, I want Senator Dillon and Mr. Mo Ali, who spoke on Truth FM yesterday concerning this same thing, even went to the extent of mentioning me with Chris, one Chris on Truth FM. I want them to know that Senator Johnson is a revolutionary. I'm not afraid of war crime court. But if you want to bring war crime court to Liberia on the basis of the TRC, then I will tell you plain blank no. Why? Because the TRC is full of irregularities, fraud, that brought division among the ranks and file of the components of the TRC Commission. One of the, you talk about justice for victims, but justice is also for the would-be perpetrator, because you got to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that what you are accusing the man of, that truly he committed those acts. But there was a division among the commissioners within the commission. What brought the division? Several factors brought that division. One key factor that sent Jerome Verdier running for his life is the exposure, documentary exposure of a secret deal, putting aside the position of the Liberian people at home and abroad. That document which he put aside leaked to us when the commissioners who differed from him broke away from the main body. What that document has to do with? When the TRC was commissioned, they were funded with taxpayers' money, and the international donors also contributed immensely to enable the TRC to conduct a national and international referendum to all countries where Liberians reside, to find out from them whether they want war crime court or they want TRC. Do they want retributive or restorative? Restorative. So they were funded with taxpayers' money, and they were given donor funds to carry out their work for about pretty close to 3 years. At the conclusion of their work, when they compiled the voluminous report into a booklet form called TRC, in that voluminous TRC book, something great is absent. That is the referendum that was conducted by the TRC in the 15 counties and in the diaspora. When they decided as commissioners of the TRC to go to the counties and in the diaspora to conduct their referendum as to know the ratio of people who want war crime court and who want restorative justice, they did not include the 73 lawmakers from the lower house. Neither did they include the 30 senators. They said many of us took part in the war, so they didn't need us. So they went behind us to our respective counties. The question is, where is the result of that referendum? It should be included in the voluminous report, because that's the position of the Liberian people. That is the real referendum, not the people who they gave Transcato to go on the radio, who want war crime court. No, that is not a referendum. So when the commissioners broke away from their colleagues, they did write their dissenting position to the Liberian legislature and attach the reports of the referendum. 85% of the Liberian people say no to retributive. They say yes to restorative That means they want TRC. 15% say they want war crime court. Because the Liberian people spoke their mind and their position, Verdier removed that from the voluminous report and kept it in a special cover, not knowing that there will be a division amongst them. So before the division could come, those commissioners who did not like what Verdier did extracted the report and sent it to us. We have it. So justice was not done to the Liberian people whose money was used for the referendum at home and abroad. So it was a fraud. And again, you have Puebu, who broke away. You have Sheikh Afoma Cornell, who broke away. You have Dolope, who was the co-chair to Verdier, who descended from the group. You have Reverend Dr. Jerry Coleman on one side, against Jerome Verdier, John Stewart, and Massa Washington. So where is the report? Where is the report? When the four that broke away from the group wrote their own incriminatory position statements, which I will call you on another day to bring all to you. Okay? So we're not afraid of war crime court, but if it has to do with the basis of the TRC, then it has fraud. It has fraud. And they know it. Why did the commission break into two? Why was there division among the commission members? Because there were fraudulent acts that were carried out that the other commissioners did not like. And they unveiled all the documents to the legislature. Because I'm the oldest senator here by tenure, I have all the documents in my safe. The American ambassador to the TRC also defected and wrote his own position. So the TRC was sent to International Human Rights Group, that is Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, is in Library Congress. It's all over the world. Nobody around the world is talking about this. Only Liberians. When they take a tie, they do something, they just talk out hatred or emotion or jealousy. Nobody is afraid. Dylan says they all the time and try to provoke me. I say, I'm the only man who fought here. Yes, I fought. Why did I fight? But I blood tested to fight? No. You all know the story about Nimba people. The people of Nimba got no arms. They are civilians. But for a government at that time to declare Nimba County as enemy of the state and deploy all deadly weapons, moas, or tanks to Nimba, when they declare you enemy of the state, you are bound to be eliminated. So they were slaughtering of our people, so we had to fight in defense. When the war is finished, we rebuild. When the war is finished, we reconcile and move on with our life. But if you want a war crime court, the way to bring about it is not to tease one person, not to provoke one person. You are a senator, Dylan is a senator rather, put your communication on the floor of the Senate for debate, and let it be passing the law to bring a war crime court. Then you have to repeal the first law that the legislature passed. I think the 23rd legislature or 22nd legislature, they passed that law for general amnesty. That would be a different ball game. But you cannot be teasing me, provoking me. And you who provoking me, you were with Taylor those days in Banga and in Buchanan. And Senator Lawrence, Yormie Kanga Lawrence, was with Sierra Allen. They all were there those days fighting with Berita. And you come here and try to tease me. So that's what I want to clear. I fought, yes, I fought. If you got any charge against me before the formation of the war crime court, go to the criminal court. Liberia has a criminal court, right? Go to the criminal court and sue me. Let me be someone. Anybody in Liberia that got case against me from 1990, you feel I committed atrocity, take me to the criminal court. And I will appear. But the Liberian Senate is a house of elders. It is not good for us to provoke each other and leave national issue. He was talking about 25 million, about 25 days, that's good. But where was he when the $30 million disappeared from Noka and the former president said she was responsible? He never mentioned anything. He wants justice, yes. Where was he when Harry Greaves was killed, allegedly killed, and they said he drowned? Kennedy Hotel area there. Then they found the body to the mansion. Can you drown, rob up fee, highway, then your body is found to the mansion? I don't know. That's a miracle. So there are a lot of national issues that happen here. He made no comment. But to provoke somebody like me, I'm saying to him, he should stop and do his appropriate document to the Liberian Senate for debate. Then I will now teach all of them, like I said today. I will bring the entire document from the whole TRC you may not have. I will bring it. I will make copy for all. There is no TRC book. That's why Vodia ran away from here. The TRC itself, let me say this to you, in our jurisprudence, if you are seen killing somebody with gun, you are in the less murderer. But the TRC from its beginning to the end, it say, I'm a murderer. We are murderer. I'm a notorious war criminal. So why you have stayed the news? They've already have convicted me. They are rendering me guilty. So what you need to do is to look for the jailhouse and put me, and I even talk about war crime court. All right? Then you praise Bodnike, Joshua Blai, who appeared before the TRC and said he killed 20,000 Liberians. Who were those Liberians? Nimbanians and the sympathizers with medicine. Then how many people did he kill with the guns? Say he was a battalion commander. He was a gun-toting man with a group. So if you got the power to kill people, 20,000 people with juju, then how many people did you kill? By the way, was the TRC mandated to acquit anybody? No, we were all invited to appear. And when you appear before the TRC, that's why I make it a book or document. When you appear before the TRC, the introductory remark from the chairman Vodia was, any statement you made here will not be used against you in any code of law. So we invite you to give your automatic story, your experience. So my experience about the war that I gave is what they taken to convict me. That's not wrong. That's against our law. That's why Poor Bull took this TRC to the Supreme Court. I have the ruling on the Supreme Court copy. Poor Bull took the Supreme Court, the TRC to the Supreme Court, and Vanish Sharma also took the TRC to Supreme Court. When they banned Ellen Johnson, my man has Salif, from running for 30 years. You're not a court. How will you ban people? You're not a court. How will you say I'm a notorious criminal? You're not a court. How do you call somebody a murderer? There is nothing like allege. Everything is murderer. Is that what our law says? No one is guilty until proven so through the competent court of jurisdiction. So if you bring in the TRC and a war crime court on the basis of the TRC, then it's condemned. You got to start all over. Okay? Through whatever media or through whatever instrument you can use to establish a war crime court away from the TRC, so be it. But we are after development, and you can see my handiwork in Nimba. I'm for peace, I'm not here for trouble. But since Mo Ali also attacked me on the same thing on the radio, I text him. I said, you got to read the history. You got to do research before you talk. Okay? And he texted me back to say, I understand. So if that what you plan to do, the one I was supporting Nimba, nobody, Liberty Party, Unity Party, will never ever get one support from Nimba. We always support George Weah. Okay? Because George Weah is a man of peace. Alright? The Congo people stole our money, Bay House, Pink Avenue, Broad Street, America, all over, or because they bought Bay Party House here. So it's a role. Then you call me criminal, right? So the role and the criminal will connect to support each other. Now I tell you, Nimba County will never, they already heard what happened here. It's on Facebook. They will never, you see, they do this thing and they come to my house in the night, they talk to me. Liberty Party been to see me. Native Party been to see me. But I am stable in my mind. So I just call you to let you know we are not afraid of the TRC or War Crime Code, but the TRC cannot be used as a basis for War Crime Code. What did the Liberian people say during the referendum? In conclusion, 85% say no to War Crime Code, 15% say yes. That means the generality of our people have spoken, right? Then why Voidier did not include that report of the referendum for which he used the Liberian people money and donor funds? Why he did not include the result of that referendum in the report? Why was it extracted? He removed it and imposed his will. But a secret leak on the other commissioners took it from behind him and attached it to a letter to the Liberian legislature. That's what I call you. So let Dylan keep the peace here. You want to discuss War Crime Code? Do a letter on the floor, and then some of us who will be interested to make comment, I'll be speaking documentarily. Okay? I'll be speaking documentarily to debunk what he will be saying. But don't just be talking when you see me on the floor. Anytime he sees me, he walk around cool. I don't like that. Thank you very much.